At Bobby Belt TX, a must follow for Cowboys fans everywhere, he tweeted, balancing the checkbook. How could the Cowboys free up cap space? So you guys tell me. I'll give you the player and the switch you can flip on the contract, push the cap hit back into the future years. Do you want to do that, or do you think, oh, hell no, I'm not trying to risk anything beyond the immediate future with this player? Okay, Amari Cooper. If the Cowboys restructured the deal, they could free up as much as 12.5. If they released him before June 1, they'd save 16. And they could get as much as 20 in savings if they designate him a post-June 1 release. So, I love how Bobby gave you the different tiers on it. If you restructure it, get you 12.5, and you get to keep Amari Cooper.
Oh.
Cap him around March 1st or 15th. Yeah, well, kind of, what is that called? Metaphorically speaking. You get 16. Post-June 1, you take it to 20. I don't think you want to wait till post-June 1. This would be a start of league year release, or is restructure in the cards at all? Do you think they would consider? I would do that. I'd be like, shoot, yeah, we get to keep Amari Cooper and free up 12.5. You're restructured, young man. And also, checkmate.
If possible, I will leave Amari Cooper's contract alone. I will not commit to more things in the future because who knows what happens in a draft. Who knows if maybe you end up using the 24th pick on a receiver and you've got that guy and CeeDee Lamb, and a year from now, after playing that with those two and Amari Cooper, if you still want to have the freedom to do whatever you want, I'd love to leave that one alone if I can. That's my goal, is to leave that one alone.
If I can't get him the ball, I probably need his money.
That's true. I also need to figure out how to get him the ball.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue right now. But I agree with Jeff. I'm gonna let it ride. And I'm hopeful, but man, I'm worried. If you go through another season and we're in June and we're talking about Amari Cooper 1,000 yards, Amari Cooper this, that, and the other, and it's not.
I just love, even if he's not producing, if you could run the ball, the other teams are letting you run it. You just sucked so bad at it that while they're dropping everybody into coverage so you couldn't pass it, you can't run it. I don't hold that against Amari's production
I don't either. And so I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that they can kind of figure things out. But at this point in time, I'm going to let it ride one more year.
All righty. Now, at the same time, none of us would be surprised if the Cowboys go in a different direction, right? For a lot of reasons, I think they're disappointed. I think maybe they're holding the vaccine situation against them a little bit.
We're doing radio, and they're standing over there, trying to talk about their team.
Okay, Tank. They've pushed his money back the last 2 years, and now his cap hit is set to be $27 million.
How it works.
Now, Bobby has a stat if you doubt how good Tank is. The Cowboys averaged 1.22 fewer yards per play allowed and almost doubled their turnover percentage on snaps Lawrence played in 2022. You got that, Tank haters? How do you like them apples? Holy crap, 1.22 yards per play less, and you double your turnover percentage with Tank in the game. He's worth it. I don't want to let him go.
I don't either. I think Tank Lawrence is the sort of player that gives you a chance to be the defense that a lot of teams in the NFL want to play now, where you don't have to commit too many resources to try to stop the run. You can play a bunch of coverage, and he's an effective pass rusher if he's not a great one. I know people don't love the sack production, so I think Tank Lawrence is really, really important, and I think that he is the sort of player, because he doesn't have a weakness, that works really well for anybody. So, yeah, they put themselves in a spot where his cap numbers are going to be real big the next couple of years.
You have to swallow that pill, don't you?
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of him.
And I don't want to restructure.
And I don't want to restructure again.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page
but
there.
I think by the time we get to the end of this segment, my team's going to be over the cap because I'm going to keep saying, don't restructure it and keep him.
Yeah, you got to get 21 cleaned up and then at least another 10 under the cap to sign your draft class and take care of some miscellaneous business. So we got to clear 30 at least at some point.
Yeah, the problem is with this one right here, I don't think he's playing at $27 million. I just don't. And I think
probably true.
I think there's some whispers from not only within the organization, but from Tank's people themselves about really where the Cowboys might go here. And this is one of those, I don't have a great answer for you right now, but my gut feeling is he's not playing at $27 million. And I think Tank's folks know that too. And so that might be one that that they're kind of waiting to see what kind of message the Cowboys send them.
Okay.
And then adjust it from there. So that doesn't help you with your project right now. But I just don't think he's going to be playing for 27.
Can I get the numbers in real quick here, Jeff?
Yeah.
Dallas, if they release or trade Tank immediately, would get 8 under. If they wanted to trade Lawrence in June or designated post June 1, they would save up to $19 million next year off the cap. So those are your options.
And his cap number in 2023 is $29 million.
Okay.
So
they just keep playing like you did in 2021.
They've moved
and it's kind of worth it.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. This is going to be one of those where both sides are going to have to come and meet this head on.
Now, if I'm in that room, I'm saying, guys, we got to get this thing done. We got Dan Quinn back. Could I interest anybody? Could I sell you guys on the idea that we're going to set up 2024 for a dead cap year clearinghouse? We are going to be the worst team in the NFC. If we need a new quarterback, we'll have a top 3 pick. But we're going to flip all of these switches, and then when 2024 comes, we're going to have the biggest March 1st salary cap casualty list in the history of the league.
You're going to be the Saints and the Packers.
Yeah, we'll have $60 million in payroll on the field, 150 in dead money.
Okay, yeah. How good are we going to be in 2022?
I don't want to play that game.
We're going to keep everybody. We're going to do what the Bucs just did.
We're going to keep everybody for 2022, and does that get me just a divisional title in a first-round game? Is that all it gets me?
Trying to get you a Super Bowl. That's the goal.
Well, I had all that.
You also get 23.
I just had all that. Yeah.
You also get 23 with Peyton. We're going to
draft class.
Yeah, we're going to
draft class.
Rebuild the offensive line. It's part of the plan. Okay, we're spending 24 on.
Yeah, I might have to give part of my draft to get the quarterback. Right? Is that where kind of we have to do that?
The what?
We might have to give part of our draft to get the quarterback.
Not
the quarterback. I'm sorry, the head coach. The new head coach.
No, we're bringing him in 23 a year from now, and we're going to hope that the Saints are real nice about it.
Yeah.
And it turned out it's a Carlisle situation, and they were just like, thanks for all the work. Have fun.
Yeah, he earned it.
We'll take a 5th round pick, though.
He deserves this.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I don't know. Those are interesting things. Now, I think the most no-brainer thing of it is Dak freeing up $15 million with a flip, right? You do that in a heartbeat? Dak.
What is that?
Dak, 15 mil.
Yes.
Switch has been flipped on that.
Yep, you're there.
So now you're just 6 over. I think it's a no-brainer, and if it doesn't work out long-term with Dak, you're sunk. So you're going to have a really bad year at some point. You're going to clear your dead space and draft a new one.
Who would you like least, Cooper or Tank?
Who can I live without?
Yes.
Cooper.
I think it's Cooper too.
Okay.
And maybe that's what's happening in the building right now. That's the conversation they're having.
Then you just had the conversation.
Yeah.
And then you need to figure out, can I bring back maybe Gallup for less than half of Cooper's money, maybe on a 1-year, hey, you tore your ACL and you weren't setting the world on fire beforehand, kind of prove it deal, draft a guy, and
I like Lamb and draft a guy, and I know I'm kind of hanging on to my you-know-whats and jumping off a cliff a little bit, but it's a risk. But
Pollard, play a bunch of Pollard with Zeke.
Yeah.
Play a bunch of 2-backs, have some fun.
I could stomach that idea. I would prefer to get Gallup back, but I imagine he's going to get super paid.
Okay, so go ahead and move on from Coop then.
Yeah, move on from Coop.